Welcome, Aquarius, to your in-depth weekly astrology overview and zodiac forecast for week commencing the 13th of April for the ascendant, the sun, or the moon. Going to share the big themes of the week first, then on screen your event chart on Monday. I'll then go through all the influences frame by frame, Aquarius, and by the end of the video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what's upcoming in terms of your energy, work, finances, and relationships. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundel. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. Please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. Your words are going to be incredibly powerful this week, and your exchanges with others, therefore, can be very important, but also the part of your chart that's to do with everyday money, which has been really bogged down the last 10 weeks, starts to speed up. Some good news could come on that subject. There are some very fortunate alliances at the start of this week, which I can't wait to share with you. But as the week goes on, whatever you're passionate about in terms of your ideas, this is your chance to really showcase them. And that comes up to the boil with the new moon on Friday. The sign of Aries, the host, is about having that passion and also investing in what really switches on your mind too. How will that new moon be for you? It's very close to Chiron, the so-called wounded healer. But right at the end of the week, we have a conjunction between Mars and Saturn in Aries for the first time in 28 years. What's that about for you? So on the screen now, Aquarius, is your event chart. As ever, we need to look at the two luminaries. The sun's in the last decan of the sign of Aries, which is sub-ruled by Jupiter, which can be about knowledge, but also enthusiasm. So what knowledge or enthusiasm you have for your ideas can be amplified. The moon's very supportive to the sun at the start of the week, so we can balance how we feel with action. It's just that late on Sunday night and early into the morning, the moon does square up with your modern ruler Uranus. If you are someone who really likes your home to be unmuddled, very ordered, I think if something has built up, some clutter, you may find yourself late on Sunday night or early on Monday morning doing something about it. Because Venus, the planet of relating, is also the planet in the fourth house, very much to do with decor and especially to do with your home. And she's forging a lovely link with Jupiter at the start of this week. So I think being a bit more organized can actually make you feel so much better inside your emotions, but also create a much more comforting space. But Mercury, which has been making its way through Pisces, a sign it doesn't flourish in, it's been going through the shadows, the retrograde, it's detrimented, it's watery. The second house for you is practical. Practical issues just seem to have been bogged down. You may be waiting for news on a financial matter. Remember, Mercury can be messages. You could get a message early in the week which pleases you, and it could come about quite unexpectedly with Uranus in a great sextile to Mercury. But early in the week, Mars, bringing lots of thrust and excitement and dynamism in its home sign of Aries, is in an exact conjunction with Neptune. Whatever those ideas are, express them both with vigor, but also nuance and subtlety. We do have Mars moving forwards and linking back to Pluto in your sign in a sextile. If there's something you're really driven to evolve around at this time, your passion to pump that across to people with conviction is really going to be heightened. Now, we also have a new moon conjunct Chiron on Friday. If you felt in your life that your ideas haven't always been appreciated as much as they or quickly as they could be, or maybe there has been some politics around neighborhood relationships or even sibling relationships, you get a great chance this Friday to think about that again and get a fresh perspective and do release any notion that your ideas or your talent is not really worthy. It can be very healing in that regard. But as much as Mars brings excitement and thrust, as it meets the steady eddy of the zodiac Saturn on Sunday, just be aware that whatever's formulating this week, whatever discussions you have, you may not quite get the outcome. But what you can do is let people know just what you stand for, and in quite a powerful way. Now, I'm going to summarize those four areas of energy, work, relationships, and finances shortly. But just to say, if you'd like to order your personal horoscopes, I've reduced the price so you can buy one and get three. Why have I done this? Because I know that people are feeling the pinch, but also because uh, our own personal astrology is such a powerful thing, and I want to share it with more people. And it helps us to understand our life journey better, plan our future moves at a better time. And you can buy your chart, one chart, and get three in total. Please see below for more. If you've yet to watch your Gemini 84-year cycle video, it's on the screen. Your Mars in Aries video on the screen. If you'd like to work with me directly, please see the link below for my testimonials. If you've yet to sign up for your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see that below. Get your celestial pit stop each morning. So to summarize, as far as your work is concerned, if you're someone who does work in technology, teaching, training, education, you have your own channel, you're really enthusiastic about what you work with, I think this is a really important week. But just know that Neptune can bring a little bit of shadow to the thrust of Mars, and Saturn can be quite anchoring. So there does need to be a good plan. It might not go quite as quick as you would like. And also, if you have felt unheard or unseen in the past, don't believe that's true for the future. Reset your entire outlook. And as far as the financial side of your situation is concerned, Mercury suggests coming out of the sign of Pisces that just as it does, something you've been waiting to hear about can materialize, which can be very pleasing indeed. As far as energy is concerned, Jupiter continues in your sixth house of physical vitality. That's good. I think none of us can, we're all trying to spin a lot of plates. Just be aware with Saturn meeting with Mars at the end of this week. If you've had a very busy week, give yourself permission just to draw into your own space and have some downtime. You might be a little bit weary by then, but I think it can be a very productive week for you. All the best. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.